and it is an honour to be here as the Chair for the External Affairs and Development Aid Council this year, and a privilege to be sitting here looking out, seeing so many of the future leaders of Europe. The topics we will be discussing in the External Affairs and Development Aid Council this year go straight to the heart of the question of what is the European Union's role as an international actor. Out of the 4 topics for discussion, we will then put forward 3 of them with specific policy proposals in the final communique. The first topic for consideration is EU development aid policy. 2015 was already an exciting year. We had the 2015 European Year for Development. We also had the introduction of the new Sustainable Development Agenda and the Addis Ababa Action Agenda on Development Financing. In the Council this year, we aim to build on the progress that was made and actually also look at considering a restructuring of the way EU development aid is run, as well as looking at its priorities for the period ahead. The second topic we will be discussing is EU policy in the Middle East and North Africa. In recent times, we have seen conflicts, rising extremism and terrorism, human rights violations and economic upheaval leave its marks across the region. And among other challenges, we have seen this result in huge migration flows to Europe. What we aim to be doing is discussing proposals which look at improving the economic and political situation in the region, as well as analysing what the EU has currently done and why it's not working, with having a special eye to the Syrian crisis and the action the EU should be taking in resolving it. Thirdly, we'll also consider the EU policy with its eastern neighbours. Internal political tensions, economic and social weaknesses, as well as a close proximity to Russia, continue to present ongoing threats to stability. And we again will be looking at what are the existing EU policy in this area, what can be done to improve stability and improve relations with these eastern neighbours, which is so critical to addressing rising challenges together. Finally, we'll also examine measures to address migratory pressures. And the growing instability in the EU's southern neighbourhood has led to this influx of refugees, which are a security and economic and most of all a humanitarian challenge. We'll be discussing proposals to stem and manage the flow of migrants from an external affairs perspective. As Mr. Kai has already said, today our world is more interconnected than ever before. Issues that may have once seemed a world away affect us closer to home, and domestic issues are now quickly becoming international ones. As these crises and challenges multiply and become more complex, the need for cohesive and effective EU policy only grows. And as we go forward, it will often be the relationships we have not only between us as member states, but with our closest neighbours and indeed the rest of the world that will define our success. I am so excited to be here to see what kind of innovative proposals we can put forward that will make a difference and an impact in the regions that need it most. And it is wonderful to be in a room with so many passionate, engaged and like-minded people. Good luck to all delegates and councils, and I'm excited to see what we achieve together.